Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined today by Justin Townsend, head football coach of the Fairfield Mules, as well as the head track. Do you still track at all? Or
track coach and athletic director, and I teach in the afternoons. So.
Wait a minute. I thought you had done all this to get rid of teaching. You're still doing that, huh?
Doesn't work that way. So.
Well, you see, that's the way. It keeps you busy and out of trouble.
Busy for sure.
But we're going to talk today about the Mules as Fairfield football coming up, and it's a little earlier this year, isn't it?
A little earlier. Practice starts August 5th.
Practice coming up,
and season starts a week earlier too. The game
season starting the 21st. Right?
That is correct, yes.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the Mules' upcoming season and all kinds of things here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on this beautiful, by the way, this is Monday, July 27th. Did
okay.
You know that? Well, you've been busy, so how would you know? Let's tell you about what's going on in and around our neighborhood here for the next 2 or 3 days. This Monday, July 27th, the Red Cross going to host a blood drive over in Altamont. That's going to be at the Altamont Masonic Lodge this afternoon and early evening. It'll go from 2 o'clock until 7 o'clock. This will be at the Altamont Municipal Building. I guess the Masonic Lodge and the Municipal Building are kind of the same thing. For an appointment, give them a call at 1-800-RED-CROSS, or that is also 800-733-2767. Or you can visit redcrossblood.org. You can save up to 15 minutes when you donate blood by using Rapid Pass. So you go online, you set up the Rapid Pass, you answer all the questions, you do all the clicks and stuff, and that'll save you some time. Today, the big prize, you get a $15 gas card if you donate blood. That'll buy you 3 or 4 gallons of fuel. It isn't buying nearly as much as it used to, is it?
It's rough. I was putting gas in the truck.
Thank you very much for coming up here, by the way.
I was just saying. I'm
going to owe you an honorarium.
Putting gas in the truck, and it's $4.19 a gallon. I had to think twice.
Bruce, I can't make it. I appreciate it. What else going on today? Up at Flora, it's the Rotary Club meeting. They do this once a month. Actually, they have their meetings once a week, but they do a separate meeting on the fourth Tuesdays of the month at the Storm Brewing from 5 o'clock to 7:30. This is for the folks who can't get there during the regular luncheon meeting of the Rotary Club. It's also for new members. If you are interested in becoming a Rotary Club member of Flora, it's one of the largest service organizations in the world, and everyone is welcome. Again, it's Storm Brewing tonight Tuesday night from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Also, another blood drive going on Tuesday. This one up at South Central FS. You know where that is. That's just past the overpass in Effingham. You cross the overpass over the railroad tracks, and it's on the left-hand side of the road, the South Central FS. They have a big old conference room in there. If you've never been there, it's a real nice building. They have a radio station and all kinds of stuff in there that, walk around. I'm sure that they'd love you to show you around. Again, for an appointment, you can give them a call at 800-RED-CROSS or 800-733-2707. Go to redcrossblood.org. What time is that? 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. On Wednesday, have a event up in Flora, Miles of Smiles. This is an event at the Clay County Health Department. They're hosting Miles of Smiles from 9 to 3. It's providing preventative dental services for those between the ages of 3 and 20. Insurance will be billed if applicable, however. There is no cost to patients. Call April at the Health Department to schedule an appointment appointment, and you can give her a call at 618-662-4406. Again, this is Wednesday, July 29th for the Miles of Smiles. Also going on Wednesday up in Effingham, Crouch Art will be on display at the Memorial Effingham Public Library. The work of local artist Shelley Crouch. It'll be, well, actually, they're just putting it on display Wednesday, and it's going to go until the end of August, and that'll be in the art gallery at the library. She's a resident of Casey, and for the past 42 years, she discovered her passion for art. She discovered it later in life, began painting at age 57, and following the loss of her mother, what started as a creative outlet soon blossomed into a fulfilling artistic journey. She has explored a variety of artistic mediums, primarily watercolor, but also some acrylic and collage. That is today up in, starting today, up at the, or Wednesday, pardon me, starting Wednesday up at the Suzette Brumleve Library in Effingham. What else is going on today? Oh, might want that later in the evening. National Scotch Day. This recognizes an aged whiskey distilled from malted barley. And make a toast here today on National Scotch Day. Spend some time sharing a drink with your family and friends to not only appreciate this malted beverage, but also to appreciate the folks you have in your lives. How long ago do you think they first recorded use of the term Scotch? What would you guess? I'll give you 100 years either direction. This is actually a good one, and the reason the word comes up is because it was where a Scottish tax man first recorded the spirit.
1800s.
1494.
Well, there you go.
You don't win a prize. Sorry. You know what? I was going to give you a big bottle of scotch, Justin.
Well, there you go. All right.
But yeah, the first recorded notice of scotch again back in 1494. 5 distinct categories of scotch whiskey, including single malt, single grain, blended malt, blended grain, and blended scotch. Scotch was first protected by definition in law in 1933 and further protected in 1988 by the Scotch Whisky Act. Scotch must be made in Scotland. Scotch must be made in Scotland and include the grain used in the fermentation process. Only malted barley can be used for Scotch. Also must be aged in oak barrels for at least 3 years and have an ABV, the alcohol by volume, of less than 94%. And 95%, 94.8. While most Scotch is made of barley, water, and yeast, other grains can be included, but no fermentation additives per law. So there you go. If you're making,
So that's saying you got to make it. It has to be made in Scotland.
Yeah, it's not Scotch. It's not Scotch.
Can't be called Scotch.
You can call it whiskey.
Okay.
But for it to be Scotch,
All right.
it's like bourbon's supposed to be made in Kentucky.
Right.
And I think you can. I've seen some bourbon that's not made in
Right.
Kentucky, but I think they've got special dispensation or
Okay.
something. More fun than that, though. Well, maybe not quite as much. Actually, I don't like Scotch. Do you drink Scotch?
No.
No, it's just it's unpleasant.
Right.
Bourbon I'll drink
Right.
occasionally, but not
Right.
not real often, but not Scotch. But this one I will enjoy. Creme Brulee. National
Yeah.
Creme Brulee Day is July 27th. This presents an opportunity for folks to enjoy a mouth-watering custard for dessert. Since there are several flavors, there's no possible way you should miss out on this food holiday. It's also known as burnt cream, crema catalata, and Trinity cream. Like every classic dessert, it's got a history as rich as its flavor. However, it's a little unclear if France, Spain, or England get the credit for being the first one to create it. They're all documented for all the way back in to the 1400s again, 15th century. I wasn't going to do it to you again.
Right.
That would have been mean.
Yeah. Well, I probably would have went somewhere in between, so I still would have been wrong. So,
Well, that's you like creme brulee, huh?
yeah, I do. I can get behind
creme
that.
brulee. Creme brulee is fun.
I don't get it that often, or
No, you got to be going to a pretty nice
you
restaurant,
gotta be upscale restaurant. For sure.
That's exactly right. So this is creme brulee day on Monday, July 27th. What else going on today, this week? Tomorrow, National Milk Chocolate Day. Dive into the ever-popular National Milk Chocolate Day on July 28th. This sweet easily pleases it since the days are heating up. Melt the chocolate down, put it on a s'more or something like that. Drizzle it maybe on some ice cream or mix it into some popcorn. That sounds fun. Folks have been adding milk to chocolate beverages since the 1600s. However, in 1875, Daniel Peter invented milk chocolate by mixing, what did he do here? He mixed powdered milk developed by Henry Nestle with the liquor, and it's been milk chocolate ever since. So
I would have thought maybe that would have been a little bit earlier.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you. That seems like it's 1875 seems a little bit late.
Right.
Yeah, shows what we know.
Yeah.
But today, enjoy your milk chocolate day. What else is going on today, folks? What do you want to see on television this evening? Only three. Baseball's the only sport. You ready for football and stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Football's a good time. Baseball, the only sport going on right now, however, as the Yankees will be at the White Sox. That is Garrett Cole versus Noah Schultz. That's at 6:40 tonight on the Chicago Sports Network, channel 353. The Red Sox will be at Sacramento. That's on MLB Network, channel 357 at 8:40. And the big game at 6:45, the Cubs at the Cardinals. That'll be Davis Peterson versus, I think it's David Peterson, versus Matthew Liberatore. Boy, he has stunk it up lately.
Yeah. We had the World Cup going on though, so we had some,
Did you enjoy the World Cup?
I don't watch a lot of soccer, but when the World Cup comes on, I watch it.
Yeah, that's a good time. It's kind of fun to watch how the fans of other teams.
Yeah, I mean it's neat, and everything I'm hearing, of course, United States hosted this year, and I think it went off without a hitch. So
that's so I gather.
Yeah,
but it's done now. It's just baseball until about late August.
Well, college football will be getting going here before too long.
Is college football starting the same week as high school? I think it's a week later.
Well, I think it's a week later, but usually they have a game on Thursday or an early game on Saturday.
They'll have games all but it's
mid-August.
September, start getting to be games all the time, which will be a good time for everybody. That is Justin Townsend. I am Bruce Dickey. I'm going to switch cameras. We're going to be right back here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to talk Fairfield Mules football back after these words. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on the Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm joined by Justin Townsend, head coach of the Fairfield Mules. And Justin, can you believe you and I have been doing this for 25 years now?
Yeah, tell me about it. This time flies, you know.
Time flies when you're having a good time.
Yeah, no, it's in all seriousness, it is flown by. I'm actually on the back end of my career. It kind of seems hard to believe. You know, I think I'm eligible to retire here in 7 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
have you? See, that's too early for you to turn in your numbers yet, isn't it?
right. So no, you can't do that until you're 4 years out. Right. So, but close enough that you start thinking about it for sure, and you start meeting with the appropriate people to make sure you're on track and things like that. But yeah, it's hard to believe.
You are now, and with the retirement of Kurt Simon, the dean of coaches in the Black Diamond Conference.
Yeah.
Do you get a present with that?
No, you don't get a lot of questions, and how'd we do things 20 years ago and things like that. But there's definitely been some turnover, and when Kurt retired, and this is going to be my 26th year as a head coach for Fairfield, and it's where I wanted to be from the start. When I set out into teaching and coaching, and I was just blessed with the opportunity to do it pretty much right out of college.
Right.
And I've had a lot of great players through the years, great coaches that have helped me, supportive board and administration, great parents. So I mean, it's been a blessing for sure.
When you immediately when you started right out of college,
right?
Started out right, left, graduated from McKendree, and it was just kind of worked out. Fairfield was in a kind of a transition mode.
Yep.
They'd moved through a few coaches
Yep.
in a row. Were you? I don't think I've ever asked you this. Were you surprised at what you didn't know? Or did you realize what you didn't know until later?
Well,
because looking back, even 5 years, 5 years later, God, I was stupid.
Coach Pelker was my coach at McKendree University, and he recently passed away this year. Hall of Fame coach. Before I applied for the job, I went in and talked to him, and he said, "Yes, you're young, but if you wait until you think you're ready, you've waited too long. You're never
Really?
going to be ready. You're never going to be ready. There's going to be things that come up that you're not ready for." And yeah, 100% looking back, we were a young coaching staff. I mean, I was 22 years old, and most of my assistants were around that age.
Yeah.
And I inherited a football program. I was the fourth head coach in the 4 years now. And
Of 1-8,
and so it was a complete rebuild
in a very difficult conference.
In a very difficult conference, and then at the time, our non-conference games were, I think, Robinson and Newton, who were back then in the early 2000s, were state ranked.
Yeah.
And then Edwards County, our longtime rival, who at the time was pretty good.
They were coming off playoff runs.
I think they came off at 8-2 season.
Yeah, I had them at the playoffs.
Our schedule did not do us any favors. That's probably why there was not a lot of people knocking down the door.
Wait a minute, you're saying your resume wasn't on top of the stack that tall, huh?
And, they had a teaching job open, and they had some assistant position jobs open as well. I was just hoping to get a position, and get back to my hometown. And Z called me, and she's like, well, we're kind of looking at you for the head job, so what do you think? And
had you even applied for the head?
I put in for it, but I was hoping to get a position there. And the big thing was, I was like, can I put together my staff? Are they gonna work with me? And they said they were all in to try to rebuild this football program, and they gave me the support I needed. And it was a learning progress. We won the first game. We won week one. Yeah, we won week one.
I forgot that.
Yeah, so we won week one, and so we're sitting there 1-0 thinking that we got it figured out. Then I think we went and played Robinson the next week at Robinson, and that didn't go as well, we'll just say. But
who was the first one? That wasn't Cairo.
It was Edwards County.
Oh, okay.
We beat Edwards
Cairo,
County.
Yeah, later,
We almost lost. You mentioned things that you don't know. We almost lost week one because I didn't spend enough time on special teams. I'll be honest.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we struggled in the punt game. And as a young coach, you're like, well, offensively and defensively, that's all, And I think we spent maybe one day on special team. We almost lost because we struggled punting the football. And thankfully we didn't. We won the game. But then we ended up going 1-8 that year.
Yeah.
But I will say we were competitive. We were in almost every game. I think we only kind of really got blown out maybe in 2 games, but we were super competitive, and our kids saw that. And we had some talent on that team. It was just unfortunate that I was the 4th head coach in 4 years. There hadn't been any stability.
Well, that's
there.
difficult. Right. It's difficult to go with it. We had a long-time coach. You were a coach, retired, and then you had Rick Book, and then you had Dan.
But I still go back to the first year with that team. Even though we went 1-8, we were competitive. Our kids started to see that. I think the next year we won 3 games. Then the following year we won 4, and then we finally broke through and won 5 and made the playoffs. So. I still go back to that first year, though, and there's a lot of things you're learning on the go, but the fact that we were able to be competitive, that's
got to be one of your favorite teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of those guys are back. Maybe they coach JFL, or I'm coaching some of their kids right now. So it's a special group, 100%. And when you still see those guys 26 years later and they call you coach, that's pretty neat. So.
All right, so then you started the gig. Did you think 25, 26 years later, I know you came into the job wanting to be a teacher, wanting to coach. Right. Did you think that it would actually work out? To this extent. It's worked pretty doggone well.
Yeah, I've had a lot of success, and I mentioned.
You mentioned the support crew.
I've been in the support crew, the players, the parents. I've been blessed, and it's not always like that everywhere you go. Right. So, I was given the time to get the program going, and then
that makes a difference.
And then we were able to kind of take it to the next level. We had a great run. I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we had that really good run of about 5 years where we were, state ranked, and then we've been able to maintain. We've been a playoff team for I think 12 consecutive years now, and
I guess the $64,000 question, it's going to somebody would want to know. How do you continue that maintenance to remain, remain competitive, remain playoff eligible for the most part?
Well, it's. One, I think stability is huge. The kids know the expectations year in and year out, and winning breeds winning. Yep. When kids are used to doing that, and they see that, and they see what it takes, as a younger group, they see that coming through, they want to do that. Yeah. So I'm hoping we can keep it going. Yeah. I'm hoping we can maintain it. I think there's going to be some much improved teams in our conference, especially over the next couple of years. So, but definitely that's our goal, to keep winning.
Well, I bring all that up because I had this graphic to show. And that just shows you've got all those cues there in the middle, right in a row. And this starting back there, you see the 1-8, but you start getting into the playoffs, and folks at some point are going to figure out. You start from 9 games under 500 to get to 55 games over 500.
Right, yeah, and it's been a process for sure.
It has certainly been that. I tell you what, I am here with Justin Townsend. We are talking about the high school football at Fairfield. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. You had some kind of odd thing happen last November.
Maybe something.
We're not going to talk about that much. We may mention it, but not much. Right. Just a little. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back here with Justin right after these. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Cooper. And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. I am joined by head coach Justin Townsend of the Fairfield High School football team. Some changes this year. I had a chance to chat with Coach Tackett from Flora. The playoffs are different in 2026, and also the season has moved up a little bit. What do you think of the IHSA changes this season?
Well, so they also did another thing is they adjusted the dead week. The dead week is now over July 4th. So then you can run your camps, your contact days right up to the start of practice, which is August 5th. I've talked to a lot of coaches. I don't know that necessarily a lot of them are doing that. We're going to run 3 weeks of camp in July, give them a few days off the beginning of August, and we'll start on the 5th.
Yeah.
I like the dead week being in the middle of July. I think that's a good break. It's a good segue from, basically basketball to football. Even though we're lifting in June, we don't do a lot of team stuff. And
by basketball, there's a lot of summer tournaments.
Right, summer tournaments, and they pretty much stop in June, into June. Playoffs, I'm not a fan of. I kind of liked what we had. I was surprised they did it. Like, and you don't know this. You may know this. Was it more of a chance to get more cash for the IHSA? That's some of it.
You say it. I said it. You're not saying it.
But I mean, it's also, I think, to give the opportunity for a lot of more teams to participate in the postseason. I guess talk to me in a year or two and we'll see.
I was worried because I read through all I thought I read thoroughly enough. I didn't realize until talking to Coach Tackett that they're only bringing in another 16 per class.
Yeah, so 16 per class. You have the potential to earn a bye if you're one of the, a 9-0,
gotta be a top
8-1.
16.
Interesting fact in the projections that I saw, like if they had done it this year, we as a 6-3 team would have actually had a first round bye.
You're kidding.
Just how everything fell. So, but basically, if you win 3 games, you're guaranteed an extra week to play in the playoffs. My understanding is maybe some 2-win teams will get in.
Okay.
Now, what it does allow you to do is, we don't have this option, but if you want to schedule up a little bit and find games, you don't have to worry as much about, well, we got to get those 5 wins, So I would say that's definitely a benefit, but that doesn't really help us because we're in a close conference. So we'll see how it all plays out.
I'm also a little intrigued about that extra week. I mean, you see it in the NFL playoffs. Right. You see it in you see it in the college football playoffs now. The teams getting a bye week. Right. I'm always, now I understand the thought of letting players, and it's a good problem to have, letting players rest. Right. But do you worry about in my head, I'm a worrier. Do you worry about losing momentum, or a team coming in off of a first week of the playoffs on a real high?
Yeah, I've thought about that. I don't know how I'm going to feel if we are in that position. I'm not sure that I want to take a week off.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like you're rolling and ready to go. Now the one benefit is I like to scout in person. So you're able to go watch the game, and if you are dinged up, which a lot of times small school football end of the year, you are a little banged up. You get that extra week of preparation. But you're also dealing with 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, and they like structure. They like to know, stay in that routine.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. We'll see. If we're in that position, that means we've had a great regular season. So I'll probably take it. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Speaking of playoffs, I'll bring it up to drop it. Tough ending to the year last year up at Porta, right?
Yep.
A long drive to Porta, some confusion at the end, and Fairfield loses. See what was there? There's the
9-8, I believe,
this year. 9-8.
Kicked the field goal
down there on Saturday, November 1st. How did the kids get past that? Because you've got a lot of kids coming back.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There were some devastated kids that day. Playoff wins are hard to come by.
Sure.
And when you get one and you literally have it taken away from you, it hurts. But at the same time, human error. Sometimes it happens. And we knew pretty quickly, on the ride home, that really the outcome of the game was probably not going to change. And we had to have that tough conversation with our kids. Sometimes you do everything you can, and life's just not fair, unfortunately. And you just have to rise above it. And our kids have done that.
The interesting thing also about all this, Porta, I think they were confused too. I mean,
100%.
And they didn't really want to take advantage of a situation. It seemed like. But.
No, and I knew that this was going to blow up the way that it did.
Yeah, it really did.
Just because the world we're living in, quite frankly. And but I will say this. I mean, I had a ton of support from the coaches in the area. I had just random emails. I had conversations with other coaches said this actually happened to us, and it was magnified because it was the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I hated it for our kids. I really did. I felt terrible for them, but the way they responded, they were resilient. Our kids this year, each year we have a motto on our shirts on the back, and this year it's leave no doubt. So that's the approach we're taking. If we're in that situation again, we're not going to leave any doubt on who won the football game.
There you go. That makes sense. I'll tell you what, let's do. Take another quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about this year's squad as well as get into the Black Diamond. And I've got all these pictures. You got some really short kids on this year's team.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this on Big Talk. Back in a sec.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, joined by Fairfield Mules head football coach Justin Townsend. The team squad last year coming off of a 6-4 season last year, right? Yeah, 6-4, and a solid third place finish in the tie for third in the Black Diamond. 6-4. You'll take, but you'd like to do a little bit better.
Absolutely, yeah. You'd like to have a few more wins for sure.
I guess this year, since you're looking for more wins, you're changing up the offense immeasurably. We're not running the double wing like.
No, we're gonna run the ball again this year. That's what we do.
That is what you do, and I got to tell you. It is always a luxury when you're looking at like those weekly statistics and you see the black F and then you got Michael Barner just climbing up the statistics. Yeah. How's Michael Barner doing and the rest of the squad?
He's had a great summer. Obviously looking for big things.
Going to be a senior?
Going to be a senior. He rushed for nearly 1,500 yards last year. He's going to play a little defense for us this year, too.
He didn't play much.
He didn't play a lot of defense, so that's going to be one adjustment for him, but I think he can handle it. I really like our backfield this year. We got all seniors back there. Cooper Berg returns at fullback for us.
Cooper, the fun thing about watching Cooper Berg, he's the fullback, but that kid doesn't stop, does he?
No, he doesn't, and from a physical standpoint, if we was going to pick a guy that has changed the most from last year, it's him.
Really?
I mean, he's leaned up, he's strong, he's quick. Looking for big things out of him. And then Austin Grieve and Grant Odie are also going to play our wingback spot. Both those guys are extremely explosive and can do some things with the football. So excited about our backfield for sure.
The quarterback this year, is there competition?
Yeah, there's a little competition. I think it's going to be Alex Bassnett. It's going to QB for us. He started on the JV level last year.
How'd the JV squad do last year?
I think we were a little over 500. Okay. I think we were just talking about that today, and I think we lost 3 games by a touchdown or less. So super competitive group. Braken Cavacci has also played some quarterback for us in the past. He started at tight end.
You kind of hate to pull a starter.
No, and that's you start shuffling around and things like that. Alex is just a junior, Braken's a senior, but I think Braken's probably going to be our main pass catcher, so that's another thing. You take him at quarterback, and then you're taking away probably your best receiver.
Well,
so,
and that's the thing. Braken's got good height out there.
And he can jump, yeah, for sure. He can go up and get it. I think a strength of our team for sure would be our O-line. I think we're returning three starters up front. Braxton Marshall at center, Jack Copeland, and Aiden King.
Braxton Marshall wasn't a senior last year?
No, he's a senior this year.
Wow.
And all three of those guys are starters.
Good
great
size.
experience, good size, explosive. Looking for big things out of them. And we're kind of piecing in the puzzle on the backside there, guard, tackle, and tight end, but we have some guys that I think are going to step up and get the job done.
Over the years, you've gone from the tight double wing and gone to the spread from time to time. I guess we'll be sprinkling that in some.
Yeah,
a little bit.
We do like to have things that we can go to spread you out to make you prepare,
right,
as opposed to just letting
especially when you have speed like Reeve or somebody.
And we need to try to get those guys in space. I got to do a better job of that because when you have those weapons, you want to use them.
Right. Tell me a little bit about the defense. What do you have coming back?
Defensive side of the ball, I think, I will say this. We have good numbers. We don't have great numbers. We have 30 sophomore through seniors. And there's roughly 10 to a class. So we got a good mix. We do have a great incoming class of freshmen, around 20. I think they're going to be a great group for us. So
your total's around 50.
Around 50.
We're usually around 60.
Around 60. So the sophomore class and junior class, we haven't quite got the numbers out that we've had in that. But we still, I'll take 30 sophomore through seniors. That's probably better than a lot of schools in our conference.
Yeah.
And then you throw in 20 freshmen. That's a good class. I feel good that we're at around 50. But what you're going to see is we probably will have more guys playing both ways than we have in the past. And you're going to hear a lot of the same names. Aiden King. We mentioned Mike already. You're going to hear Austin Greaves is going to be in the secondary. Braken. A lot of those guys are going to be, Marshall, we're probably going to use him a little bit on defense. We return Clinton Odell at linebacker. That's going to be a good one for us, I think. Braxton Gallagher is a senior that's kind of been waiting for his time.
Yeah.
A big, strong kid.
He's been a reserve.
Right.
He's been able to get in.
And he played some varsity for us last year, but now he's waited, and now it's his opportunity.
Right.
So Micah Smith's another senior, started some games for us last year, not full-time, but he definitely has experience. He's going to be on the D-line for us. So we have the experience. I would say we're probably replacing more on the defensive side of the ball than the offense.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about. How important defensively on the line is experience, say, on the line than maybe in the defensive backfield?
I think,
that's kind of a tough question.
Yeah, but you and I know that a lot of times games are won up front, quite frankly. And it's going to be hard to win on a Friday night if you can't stop somebody running the football right at you.
Right.
And that works both ways. With what we do offensively and defensively, we got to be able to stop them.
It seemed like last year, and this is going to be a numbers issue. Last year, you had a lot of defensive linemen. Yep. You had convoys of guys that you were bringing in.
Yeah, and there was times last year where if it was a third and long situation, we could send out a fast group, quite frankly, or we could, first and second down, we have a heavier group because it's a more run-based offense.
Depending on what you think the offense.
Right, and I don't know that we'll be able to do that as much.
Yeah.
One thing I could see is right now, we're kind of looking at maybe playing King at linebacker, but in a passing situation, can we rotate him down to defensive end? Because that's maybe more of a true position for him. He's about 6'3", 220. He's a great guy coming off the edge, and I think he's going to be tough to block. So if we can do those things, can we have somebody that we can bring in, maybe a younger guy at linebacker? That's going to make us a lot better.
You said the summer started. You started the summer workouts. You've been rolling through them for a little bit now. Tell me, I got some pictures here, and tell me how the kids like. This is part of the summer workout, but this is also your football players working with the youngsters.
Yeah, and
they must love this.
That's our O-line right there, working with our younger guys. Every year we have a JFL camp, and it's kind of the kickoff for JFL. They sign up there, but we do a free JFL camp. We bring the kindergarten through second in for an hour and a half, and then we bring in the third through eighth and running through some basic stuff. And kids have a great time with us. and we enjoy it. It's a fun night, and this was this past year. And
this is one night. I thought you did
this is one night. We run camp in the morning as a high school team, but then I do this in the evening, one evening, the week before JFL practice starts.
Oh, no, that's cool. That's gives the kids a chance to see what the big boys are doing.
Absolutely, and then
what are your players like? Do they get a kick out of those?
Oh, they enjoy it. I mean, they pretty much run the show. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I give them some things to do. We have a throwing station. We have a kicking, a punting station. We have a blocking station. You saw that. We teach every kid, whether they're a lineman or not, how you're going to take a handoff, how you take a toss. I mentioned how do you catch a punt? Just the basic football stuff, so they can hopefully start getting a little excited about it, and just realize that maybe it's something they want to try, and then it kind of coordinates with signing up for JFL.
That kind of helps you get into the 20 kids in your freshman class.
Absolutely, and it's it never fails. I see those same kids that went to our camp. They come out in high school. Interesting side note, I'm actually coaching 3rd and 4th grade football as well.
I wondered.
Yeah,
you haven't. I bet your boy is fired up.
Yeah, he's excited. They needed somebody to help, and
like you had more time. You needed more time.
But you do it while you can, because when it's over, you can't.
Well, you see, now that's true.
And
you get the opportunity to spend time with your son.
I think we had 26 3rd and 4th graders that practiced, and that's
spectacular. And the JFL, they're traveling, right? They're not playing each other.
So the 3rd and 4th grade, I think we're going to play around 5 games this year, which is enough for that age group. We practice in the evenings. I told him I'm willing to do it, but I'm going to need some help, because there's going to be some nights that I can't be there. With my son Landon's helping too until he gets back to South Central. Peyton Allen is helping until
he's good help.
He's great help until he has to go back up north for college. So I'm working on some dads that he may need to fill in here, but it's a lot of fun. Honestly, it's a good change of pace, and the kids work hard and they're eager to learn. So we'll see how that goes.
And the good thing is you're as a football coach, you try to keep your language unsalty anyway with the high school, so it works okay with the 3rd and 4th grade.
Oh yeah.
We'll be right back with Justin. We're going to talk about the rest of the league, and I might show a few more pictures. Back in a sec.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in as wrapping things up here. Well, this hour just zooms by, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You talk to Channel 25 for 5 minutes, and it seems like forever.
Seems like forever. Because you're out there on the practice field, and you're wanting to get practice
and
going.
It's hot,
and it's hot,
and you're waiting on the kid.
Yeah.
You're wanting to work, and here you're in air conditioning.
Oh yeah, that definitely helps.
We're talking about the Fairfield Mules this year. I promised a few more shots of the kids at the thing. These are the little kids, right?
It's 3rd through 8th grade. The little kids are on the bottom.
I had 2 of them. Oh.
And then that's the little ones. That's the kindergarten through 2nd.
Oh, okay, all right. This is the kid. You had a pretty good crew out there, didn't you?
I think we were actually around 80 kids. So we had a great turnout. It was a fun night.
Okay.
And like I said, all our high school guys help with it.
And this is what I was happy about. Well, here's that's your boy right there.
Yeah, right there in the middle. Yeah, in white shorts. He's that's the toss. They're learning to take a toss or a handoff. Still here. See the young man right here in the blue shorts.
Yeah, he's got his hands set.
He's getting inside elbow up. We're trying to teach him to make a hand. Of course, you got all the parents out there. They can come out and watch. They enjoy it too. And that's one of our seniors. There's Gallagher, one of our seniors, working with our kickers. Everybody thinks they can kick. I mean, they just think they.
I got to tell you, kicking's the easiest thing in the world. Well, you mentioned soccer. It's just so easy.
Yeah, well, but it's always funny. We practice. We're like, okay, like I dread doing it because I give them an opportunity. I'm like, okay, who thinks they can kick off there? And of course, 25 kids raise their hand.
Oh, sure. Everyone thinks they can kick.
And so.
Let's see, one other. And then they have this lad here learning how to punt.
He's trying to punt, and I don't know if he's going to make that one or not. It looks like
he's dropping pretty fast. Yeah. He's got a leg down, and that may not really work out. Okay, we kind of skipped special teams. What's the big plan on special teams? You're still a 2-point conversion team.
Yeah, we go for 2. We did lose, and actually we lost an all-conference punter last year, Lane Robson. So, and I think he may have been my first all-conference punter in 25 years. So,
really,
Bracken Kavachi can kick the ball a little bit. Braxton Marshall's pretty solid long snapper, and I think Gallagher are going to be able to kick off.
That's half the battle, getting the coordination between
100%. And I hate it because those are guys that you'd love to be able to get them off the field for a play or two, but that's just where we're at.
On a punt, they got to run 30 yards downfield.
Right. And a big part of that's you got to have kids that can run down and cover the kick. I mean, it's great to kick it deep, but if you don't have your kids run down, you're actually just letting them hit a seam, full blast, and go. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully that's not an Achilles heel for us this year.
Here's the schedule for this season as you'll open up on the road for a couple of games. We haven't really talked yet about the other conference, the other teams in the conference. You could move down Friday, September 25th, the returning champs, Johnston City. There's a long way to go to get there, but Edwards County, Russ Gerlach, they had numbers issues last year.
Yeah, they gave us a scare week 1 though. They played their butts off week 1 and almost beat us. So, and they do return. They lost a lot, but they do return their really good running back, Dardine, I think. Red Hill's coming.
He's healthy now too.
Red Hill's coming off a playoff year. The thing that sticks out to me is 4 of our first 5 are on the road. So it's important for us to get off to a good start because if we can do that, we can put ourselves in a situation where we have Johnston City and Flora both at home. So.
No kidding.
We'll see. I mean, I think Carmi is going to be much improved. I mean, they were banged up. Had a lot of injuries last year, but I mean, they pretty much return everybody. I think they only graduated 3 or 4 seniors.
And Coach Wolf's.
Oh yeah,
Coach Wolf's a smart guy.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. They're going to get going. I'm hearing the Hamilton County maybe feels like they got a pretty solid team.
Really?
Good speed at quarterback. Coach Rude's back for another year at Christopher. He says this is it. He says that
timeout. Timeout. You can't be serious.
I am 100% serious. He's
all right. Now, I don't know how old Coach Rude is. But I can't imagine that he's any younger than 75 or 80 years old.
I think he's around 78 or 79. I think he's pretty close to my dad's age, so right in there. So he said, you would have thought they made the playoffs last year that he'd just go riding off into the sunset, but they convinced him to come back for another year, and
Can you imagine Walt out there coaching at his age?
But I mean, the man loves the game.
Yes,
He's
he does.
all about it, and power to him if he wants to continue.
Well, you're traveling down there to it too.
Yeah. So
he always has something up his sleeve.
Yeah, absolutely. Christopher has done a great job with their facility. They've put in a brand new all-weather track.
Oh, really?
It's orange and blue. It's pretty cool. And then they've
replaced
the grass.
Press box?
They're talking about that. I think they were putting in a field house. It's kind of the next thing. So they've done a great job with their facilities. I think this year, I mean, obviously Flora's got a ton of guys coming back. They're going to be really solid. I think they're going to be solid for. They're going to have a.
They've got a good nucleus.
Yeah, they got a good thing going there. JC, I think they got a Division I caliber type fullback there still. I mean, he's going to be a load. So
what about Sesser?
Sesser's always going to be tough. I mean, they find a way.
And down there too.
With whatever they got, the cards they're dealt, they're always solid, always competitive, and going down there is a tough place to play. So I think it's going to be another year where the conference is going to be super competitive, but I think there's going to be 2 or 3 teams at the top that have a shot to win it.
Probably a stupid question, but how is the official situation in football anymore? Is it getting more and more difficult? Don't have any Thursday games this year.
No, with our schedule, we are
all Fridays.
We are playing all Fridays. The homecoming game was going to be a Saturday with Flora a few years ago, but I was able to find a crew for Friday, so we moved it back to the more traditional Friday night, which I like.
Everybody likes that.
I mean,
the girls getting ready for the homecoming.
In particular, the girls.
Yeah.
I think they prefer it.
Yeah.
But you mentioned, I think Flora's got a Thursday game.
Yes.
Red Hill has several Saturday games.
Yeah.
And no, the answer to your question is not getting better, but with the IHSA allowing some flexibility to play varsity games on Thursday, things like that, I think the fact of you get to a point where you can't play a game that week, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I think you can always find a crew for Thursday or for Saturday or something like that. But I do think, for example, I've booked, I got a few dates I still got to fill, but I've booked my officials through 2033.
Wow.
2033. So now, granted, some of those are like, I don't know if we'll still be doing it.
Bob Blondie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
is Bob still doing it?
I believe he's officially ratired. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Bob did a great job.
Yeah, he was a great official for great years. Now, I do think his son is still doing it with his crew.
Yeah.
But Bob is out. So, I don't think it's going to get better, but having that flexibility in the schedule and things like that, I mean, it's just part of it. You're going to have to get accustomed, and maybe you play a Thursday night football game, or you play a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday night game.
There's the schedule, ladies and gentlemen. The Wabash Catch TV crew will be on site in Fairfield on September 25th, October 2nd, and October 16th.
There should be some good ball games.
We are looking forward to that as it's always looking forward to football season. I haven't even had time to ask you about how's Coach Bielema going to do with our squad this
year? I mean, I think our we got a good transfer quarterback. I saw the projections. I think they thought 6 wins. If we have a great year, maybe 8 wins. I mean, you got to remember where we were.
That's correct.
And where we're at now. And you never know. Maybe we get hot and we beat somebody we shouldn't.
And the other thing, Altmaier is a load to replace.
Absolutely, 100%. Just leadership, ability, everything. I mean, we're going to miss him for sure.
They won 2 or 3 games in the last couple of years just because basically Altmaier willed it and had Pat Bryant 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That helped out a lot. Yeah. I got to tell you, Coach, it's always a joy. I can't wait till football season starts here in about It's a month. It is less than a month.
Less than a month,
July, August 21st.
Be the
first night of football. What's the Meet the Mules night?
August 14th. August 14th, we'll start at 6 o'clock in the gym with volleyball and 7 o'clock with football.
Sounds great. That's Justin Townsend, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in, and best of luck to the Mules.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day.